What does a sandwich have to do with trust? Imagine the traditional structure of an organization. You have the big wigs at the top, you have the worker bees at the bottom, and then you have the biggest group in the middle. Let's call this group the middle leadership. The middle leadership has a little bit of an identity crisis. They aren't big wigs, and they aren't worker bees. Sometimes they are managers, and sometimes they are followers. This position is actually very important when it comes to trust. The middle leadership is the heart of an organization. Trust has the most opportunity to be nurtured within this group. Middle leaders are experts at relationship building. They have strong how-to knowledge. They have the advantage of seeing the organization from multiple points of view. At the same time, they receive a lot of conflicting expectations coming from the top and bottom. Senior management will demand results without providing adequate resources. Worker bees won't produce satisfactory results without incentive. Middle leaders spend a lot of their time dealing with this tension in order to do their job effectively. They are squeezed to the point that they decide it's just best to leave an organization. This feeling of being sandwiched is one of the main reasons middle leaders in many organizations experience high turnover. What makes it even more challenging is that middle leaders enter their roles with minimal preparation. They navigate through projects with unclear directives, and often they haven't developed the skills to be successful as managers. One of the best ways an organization can support the middle is through professional development. This doesn't mean they need more career workshops or traditional leadership classes. Middle leaders need professional development that is customized, participatory, and experiential. They need a space where they can learn from each other. They need a way to create structure for themselves in order to do their job effectively. Communities of practice fill this need. Communities of practice are a social site where groups of people are bound together informally by shared expertise. They provide a space for dialogue and foster collective power. Middle leaders develop skills such as effective communication, conflict resolution, coaching, and facilitation. They talk with their peers about how to manage expectations from their superiors and subordinates. They share failures and triumphs and create for themselves much-needed emotional and professional support. By participating in communities of practice, middle leaders can define their own roles by relying on the information and experience from their colleagues. Communities of practice identify techniques to manage their roles that are rarely addressed in new employee orientation or professional development workshops. Communities of practice are also a personalized experience. Like will attract like. For instance, middle leaders working in student services can create their own community, while middle leaders working in admissions create another group. Middle leaders can also organize themselves around issues such as diversity and retention. They can group together according to location. Staff working in different campuses can come together, or find commonalities with life circumstances, such as working parents or part-time students. In order to be successful, members of communities of practice should be able to be open and vulnerable. In other words, communities of practice are built on trust. When trust is present, middle leaders feel valued and supported. When middle leaders feel valued and supported, they no longer feel sandwiched. They feel happy and satisfied with their job and choose to stay where they are.